Explain what sleep debt is to people who might not be aware of the term and think it sounds like a hippy-dippy bullshit.
I think of it like sleep appetite. So whenever you stay awake, your body builds up neurotransmitters, and that increases your need for sleep. So it's just like if you starve yourself for a while, you'll become hungry and hungrier. So we need a certain amount of sleep debt, 16 hours on average, to sleep 8 hours at night.
All right. I'll believe that. Can we catch up on sleep?
To some degree, yes. So for instance, if you're very sleep deprived, let's say you have a big test or something this week and you don't get great sleep, and then you can make up for it on the weekend. But if you're chronically sleep deprived, if you just think about in terms of math, if you add up those hours, it becomes so many hours if you're chronically sleep deprived that you really can't catch up on it.
My mother, I was not a great student. Now, you were a great student, but my mother's advice to me always was, sometimes I would be overwhelmed about a test, and her advice well, instead of studying really hard, she'd be like, well, just make sure you have a good night's sleep. That was always her advice to almost everything.
That's good advice.
Just go to bed.
It's really good advice.
You think it's good advice? That's great.
Well, you have to study, but then there are other studies that show you're learning. You keep what you learned if you sleep after.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think she was just like, I think you just need some sleep. And then I failed the test. She's like, well, were you rested? I felt great. How long should it take you to fall asleep?
About 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
No, I can fall asleep. I can beat that.
You can?
Oh, easily.
Are you like my head hits the pillow and...
Naps, it's the second I am allowed to take a nap, I just go to sleep.
For how long?
Well, I don't know. So, I mean, as long as I'm allowed to. If I had my dream nap, it would probably be close to an hour. But usually they're much shorter than that. Is that too long? Is an hour too long?
No, it's not too long. There are different lengths of naps that have different benefits. So like the power nap, you're getting a certain number of minutes of stage 2, and that's performance enhancing. And then, we say like the perfect nap is 1 sleep cycle midday. And so there's like different times you would take it to try to get different distributions of your sleep stages.